lot of energy there. Okay, we're down. Flaps are up. Throttle's up to 9,000. Trim set to takeoff. 3 Echo Whiskey, departing 08 for the north, Astoria. Wow. Go back to 2100. Let's take it up. We're gonna take it right up. Take it to 80 knots. Astoria traffic. Skyhawk 223 Echo Whiskey departing to the north for maneuvers, Astoria. We're just going to have a little bit of fun with this stuff today. We're going to practice descents. We're going to practice maintaining a constant speed. So right now I'm climbing pretty fast and trying to maintain 80 knots. I'm trying to be light on the stick, and I'm trying to maintain a heading of 3.5. I'm fighting this wind. Up on the ball here. Oh, and we're going to take it up to 3,000 today. Okay, let's bring the speed back to 80 knots. I think that's about 1900 RPM. We're going to level the flight out here. 1900. $340. Descending a little bit. There's our at 80. Bring this up a little bit more. Okay, so let's descend to 2500 at 80 here. There we are. We're descending 400 feet per minute. We're maintaining 80 knots. And we're maintaining a heading. You know what? I don't know if that keyboard's working. The trim's not working. Because I moved off the keyboard. Well, what's behind me here? There we go. And then we're going to level out now. We're going to do a bank turn. And we're bringing it into a 30-degree bank. And we'll hold this altitude right about here. Bring it back around to the south. Right there. Still holding it at 80. We're going to ease my trim back up. Actually, we want to come back up to 2500. And we'll level her out again. Right at 80. Trim that out. Slide out the other way. There we go. Trim's nice. Chasing that trim. Just ease that up a little bit more. That back down a little bit more. Fine little adjustments on the trim. Oh, and I'm climbing again. I'll bring the nose down a little bit for my pitch and drop my throttle just a touch. Nose for pitch. Settle back down to 2500. Little bit of reduction in speed to get it right down to 2500. And there we go. We're descending at about 100 feet per minute. See how the nose is coming back up again. Speed's a bit fast. Altitude's a bit high. A little bit of a reduction in the throttle. A little bit of adjustment in the pitch. Another little adjustment in the throttle. wind is really carrying the nose over. Level the flight out again. Top of the compass is just on the horizon here. Increasing the throttle a little bit. Nope. Astoria traffic, this is Skyhawk 223 Echo Whiskey, inbound for landing 08, full stop Astoria. Currently 2 miles to the north at 2,500. Anybody out here? No, don't think so. Look good. Got nothing down there. I'm going to come down to 1,000 feet. Decrease my descent rate to 500 feet per minute. And I'm going to throw my landing light on. And you can see I'm going to approach on the 45 to the downwind for 08. What a bridge that is down there, the causeway. I'm just about at my pattern altitude now. About 80 knots. My pitch is going to come up and that's going to slow me down. So I'm going to increase the throttle a little bit. Wow. Lots of houses down there. We're just keeping a lookout right now. Making sure there's no other traffic out there. Watching our vertical speed. Trimming it up just a little bit more. A little bit more vertical, a little bit more speed. And there we go. We can turn to join the downwind. I'll go up my vertical speed here. Astoria traffic. Skyhawk 223 Echo Whiskey joining the downwind on the 45 for 08 full stop Astoria. Got a bit of wind I'm contending with. Just a little bit. There we go. Cut our throttle back. Do about 16 and dump our flaps 10%. Maybe dump it. Cut the throttle back to 15. Check when we're on the 45. And we got to start looking for other traffic out there. Nothing that I can see. Nothing down to the south. Nothing ahead of us. Begin our turn. I've gone a little bit far. Astoria traffic. 3 Echo Whiskey left base 08 Astoria. Hold that at 70. Where we want to be. 70 knots. We're at 700 feet. I'm getting ready to turn final. Checking for somebody coming in on a long final. Watching our heading. This turn pretty soon. Astoria traffic, 3 Echo Whiskey. Final, 08, full stop, Astoria. So we're really high. But we got that wind we're fighting, so we should be fine. And that's I got 20 degrees of flaps, speed 70. I want to slow it down to about 65. Trimming it out now, taking that pressure off of the stick, watching that aiming point, very front of the runway. Okay. Just missing the treetops here. We begin our flare nicely here. Whoa, we really floated on that one. So, looking down the very far end of the runway, just trying to hold it off above the runway, trying to hold it off. Okay, there we go. And we'll use Jim's taxiway. Jim's special taxiway here. Leave the RPMs up at about 900 or 9,000. Okay, so the after landing checklist. Radio comms. Astoria traffic. 3 Echo Whiskey. Clear the runway. Astoria. Okay, so that's done. And we can turn our landing light off, turn our taxi light on. Transponder we're going to turn to off. We're actually going to leave it on because we're moving on the runway. And flaps are up. And the trim is set to neutral. There we go. So then we'll taxi and we'll park. We look both ways before we cross the street or enter a busy thoroughfare here. Try to keep the nose wheel right on the yellow line, right about there. Find a nice place to park here where we don't have too far of a walk, but we're out of the way, and I think this is a good spot here. So then secure in the aircraft. Engine shutdown. So lights off. Lights are off. Avionics are off. And my alternator's off. We're going to do a mags ground check, so we make sure the throttle is up about 1,000. Take the mags off, put the mags back on. We don't have a short on the mags. So then we're going to pull the mixture full out. And we're going to turn the battery off. And the key off. And then we're going to finish our flight with FS economy. Oh, and that's not working. So we're going to finish it the other way. And I've never used this before, so we'll see if this works. My flight. End flight. Flight ended successfully. We'll see if that worked. And what was our touchdown rate? It was 102 feet per minute. It wasn't great, was it?